Welcome back to another video. Today I'm giving a prediction that may hurt a lot of feelings hearts. But if this JJK sequel were to go on, say past these 6 months, and Itadori were to make a cameo, if they were not to remark that he is dead, he should die. He should definitely die in the JJK sequel, off the benefactor of, say he takes on that Gojo role, being the mentor and teaching Yuta grandkids personal lessons in Jujutsu Society, letting them grant black flashes. Now that he is the strongest in Jujutsu Society with Yuta gone, say he fights, right? Say he fights the alien that we are introduced to, presumably the ruler of the other aliens on board that spaceship. He should die in that fight, just because, one, it is not his generation no more. Two, he'll be like an older man. Three, it'd be the coolest way for him to go out. Plus, this is all what mentors do in the anime society. We all know the rules for like an old man sensei. If you're not Roshi, specifically, you train these young people. They go out for a fight that they're, not ready for, but they still go out and try to fight it just because their friends are in danger. Inevitably, the mentor has to come and save them just because, hey, they know they're not strong enough. So the mentor has to come and save them. Inevitably, this happens. Itadori goes and fights this older alien. Now, since his students are there, he is also in danger. So Itadori cannot go all out as he wanted to, as he has to protect these kids. So he inevitably says, hey, yo, I'm a fighter. Just sit there and watch. Inevitably, he gets in a couple of good hits, a couple of black flashes, whatever. Can't use this mantle on a grand scale just because his students are right there. He is showing off at this point in time. Now the alien gets serious. Whatever techniques they got, showing off. Whatever techniques Itadori was able to develop, especially with his black flashes, elite, right? An incredible fight pursues. Now the alien inevitably goes for the students at the time they're still watching that fight. Itadori goes in and saves them. Says, hey, you're not fighting them, you're fighting me. Inevitably, this costs Itadori his life. Of course, the students are able to run away in that exact moment, leaving Itadori behind to fight the older alien. Now, I don't think we should see Itadori's death. I think we should, the point of factor is from these two students, Yuta's grandchildren. We see them fight, and then you see Itadori fighting in the distance against this alien, and then the screen turns white. Most just transitions to that fight away, where we never really learn the end of that fight, whether Itadori is alive or Itadori is dead. And that is the end of Itadori's story. Just leave it up in the air and let the fan base debate. Of course, you can absolutely say, oh, he died in that fight, or you can, give us one final hurrah and see that Itadori did have to die in that fight to upend, or say these two students are going to surpass him one day, just like how Gojo died and his students surpassed him. Except I don't think anyone surpassed Gojo. Maybe Yuta at his peak and prime age. Yuta maybe surpassed Gojo, but we don't have feats for peak Yuta yet, or peak Itadori, or peak Maki, or peak Megumi. But Megumi died in the Curse 3, so maybe not. So we don't really know between those two. But that's just me. That's just my prediction for what I think will happen to Itadori if he is introduced into the story. If he is not a teacher at Jujutsu High, if he is just someone who is just out there doing missions, then I quite understand it. But if not, if this is still just a 6 months serialization, just give him a little cameo, let him do a last minute save, and then bounce, and then let him actually absolutely teach and have a time jump for these two students where they just have big power-ups. If you weren't going to kill him, I think he should die. I think he is going to die if you allow him to fight in this anime, because he should be a big major threat to all these aliens. I mean, he should be the strongest person walking the earth right now. Anyway, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.